some of the most interesting ideas and developments and discoveries intellectually these days comes not in the narrow silo of a single discipline. It comes at those intersections. So rather than asking our students to specialize in just composition studies or just literary studies or just education, we are really excited about opening the door to a variety of studies.
The program doesn't put students in a box. It doesn't say, oh, choose your specialization, but do it this way. It really allows students to be mindful of their own talents, their own strengths, and to cultivate them and allow them to produce a project that not only exemplifies the work they've been doing for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but to do it in a way that they feel confident in.
And I love that. I love the idea that it really is more relationship-based than simply content-based. There are some long, dark nights of the soul, and one of the things that having that kind of support system does for us is we surround ourselves with people who can hold hope for us until we're renewed in the hope that we have in ourselves.
The MA at APU allowed me to find my niche, so to speak, to find something that I'm very interested in, and it gave me the platform to dive deeper into it. Faith wasn't something that you just do as an assignment, or we don't set aside a date to talk about our Christian faith or relationship. It was just naturally integrated into the critical thinking stages, into the creative process. And that was something I really wanted to continue doing in my graduate work because I knew how it would push me forward professionally as well as personally.
And that kind of collaboration is very energizing.
Yes.
It's also very clarifying as you're going through times where your own goals feel a little bit muddy, or even the shape of the next project feels a little uncertain. To have a community like that coming around you and being able to bounce off ideas, that kind of input of a class that does really collaborate well together can make all the difference, I think.
I don't think I could have gotten those relationships, that encouragement, those critiques anywhere else. Because our cohort was so small and intimate, and we're in this field of literature together, and yet we have different goals. Something about it just worked. It was so well knit, and everything was woven together so well.
APU is very fortunate to have one of the largest collections of books by and about Lewis, Tolkien, and the Inklings in the world. We are the second largest Inklings collection in the United States. And so students who come here to study the Inklings have a unique opportunity to have this really wonderful resource. So I teach a sequence of courses to look at books that really emphasize their collaboration and the ways that they brought out the best in each other.
One of the things that I recognized was critical is going into the classroom and realizing that I could not just sit back and be taught something. I had to come forward and engage with the curriculum, engage with the material, with the professors, with my friends sitting beside me. And that's really how I got so much out of the program. I was able to see the difference between both creative thinking and critical thinking. Both of those skill sets are wrapped within this Christian perspective. Something that is of great value is knowing that you can offer your opinion, you can offer your discussion, but the professors won't let you sit there. They will continue to ask you questions about your opinion. They'll continue to challenge you, not to shut you down, not to deny you the gratification that comes with putting something in a discussion, but to broaden your horizons, to broaden your perspective.
For those who know exactly what they want to do, a program like this can help as iron sharpens iron, as ideas are batted about, whether that's between professor and student or among the students, to sharpen and clarify and deepen those projects. The fact is, a lot of students who start a master's program don't have that kind of precise path laid out. Whether you have clarity about what you're looking for, or you're thinking, there's 4 or 5 or 6 things that might be fun to study. Being in a community like this, where projects arise out of a dynamic dialogue, I think it's just the best of all possible worlds, and I think it's a really powerful way to move forward in terms of your education, but also your creative vision.